Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trey Lance.
And just think about what his ceiling in the NFL could be, because when you go back to his one collegiate season as a starter, the full season, he went undefeated, didn't throw an interception, and ran for over 1,000 yards as well. When you see him hit the field, you see a possible superstar in the making.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. So, CD, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year, 16-0. Now, in most years, they'd be at home right now enjoying time off for their perfect season, getting ready for the postseason. But this is the decade of the 2020s, so that means 17 games are what's needed to get through a perfect season. Would a win here make them an all-timer for you?
It would. It absolutely would. And I realize we're not comparing apples to apples because of the length of regular seasons. But if you think back to the 1972 Dolphins, they were 14-0 in the regular season. 3 wins made them a Super Bowl champion, so they were 17-0 total. Imagine getting through 17 now and then continuing on and winning the Super Bowl. They're an all-timer team already for me.
He's got his man, Gates. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and that'll be 2nd down. Working from the gun, Lance. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That could be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. Touchdown, Detroit. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And Sanders now to return.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Ready. Black 40. Right.
Lance now on 1st down.
The Sanders has got it complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll run with Sanders. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Lions have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Rodgers' throw taken in by Watkins here.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
He'll go right back to Tunyon.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Rodgers to throw once more. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And this is caught by Watkins. Touchdown, Packers. Sammy Watkins, 42 yards.
And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So it's all down to this, Week 18 on the NFL schedule. And that means that once we sort things out, we'll all be set for our second ever Super Wild Card weekend, which I think everyone agrees was a runaway success last year. We got 2 games coming up on Saturday, 3 more on Sunday, and then we'll put a bow on it Monday night.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Lance looking to throw it.
Gates with a grab.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
They'll roll him out right. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
On the move to his left. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
54 yards.
And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now 21-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Packers ready to take over offensively. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers.
He's going to get this one complete here to Cobb.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Rodgers now on 1st down. That's complete, and once again, it's Cobb.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he wisely will throw that one away. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
Riley Dixon now to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So out now come the Lions.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now Lance on the bootleg.
High throw, but the catch is made. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Lance now to throw.
Caught by Gates, left side. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance, flush to his right. That'll be caught by Anderson. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line.
Ready. 50 ready. 50 ready.
And Lance going to throw.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And in for the Lions, touchdown. A great effort there. 41 yards.
And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
On 2nd down and 4, Lance escaping the pressure right, and he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Packers with the football here late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he goes out right around the 39. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Rodgers again now. Again, that's Watkins.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
The final shot before half for Rodgers.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll start in the black and blue division. Chicago hosting Minnesota at Soldier Field. And it's the Bears who have the lead. A couple of touchdown strikes there from Justin Fields. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. Deshaun Watson has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. Michael Woods, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter.
And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback.
Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend.
Well, here we sit, week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On the counter, here's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, they've got to remember that they're not going to get it all back on one drive. But that being said, they also had to come out here in the 3rd quarter with a sense of urgency and playmaking ability. And they showed it on that last play.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and they will remain well behind.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball. Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down.
Now a play fake. Lance airing this one out for Evans. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
Finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he missed it. It's no good, and they will remain well behind.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Final minute now of the third quarter.
2nd down. Here's Barkley again.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a toss right to Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here.
With Sean Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing is Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw is Rodgers. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. On 2nd down, Dillon.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They run again with Dillon. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Here's Rodgers to throw. He finds Watson complete. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Rodgers going to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
It's good, and it's now 35-14. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Running on 1st down is Sanders, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage before he's taken down. A loss of 1.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. That's going to be caught, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions look poised to reach 17-0 as they add on to their lead.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. Hard to believe his first catch of the game. Defensively, they bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete but they cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
As Sanders there with a first down carry that might have gotten a yard, if that. Second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And Lance's throw is caught here by Anderson. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory.